Welcome to this talk on the best supplements for improving sleep. Sleep is one of the most powerful levers we have for enhancing mood, cognitive performance, physical health, and even immune resilience. Getting your sleep right is as close to a superpower as we can come in the real world. But sometimes it's easier said than done, especially in a world full of blue light, stress, and ever-lengthening to-do lists. Magnesium is often described as a foundational mineral for overall health, and nowhere is that more evident than in its impact on sleep. Modern lifestyles tend to deplete our magnesium stores. Stress, high-sugar diets, intense exercise, and even drinking too much coffee can reduce magnesium levels over time. That's significant because magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in the body, many of which contribute directly to nervous system regulation, muscle relaxation, and brain function, all of which help prepare you for sleep. When you lie down at the end of a long day, your body ideally switches into a parasympathetic state, often called the rest and digest mode, to allow for restful, sustained sleep. Magnesium supports this shift. One of the most studied effects of magnesium is its role in enhancing GABAergic activity in the brain. GABA is the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter. It calms neural circuits, reduces excessive firing, and settles anxiety. By bolstering GABA signaling, magnesium helps quiet a racing mind and eases that feeling of being wired but tired. Without sufficient magnesium, people often struggle with intrusive thoughts, tense muscles, and an overall sense of restlessness that can delay sleep onset. Not all forms of magnesium offer these benefits equally, especially when it comes to reaching the brain. That's why you often hear about magnesium threonate or magnesium bisglycinate in the sleep world. Magnesium threonate is designed to cross the blood-brain barrier efficiently, directly impacting areas involved in mood and relaxation. Many people report that magnesium threonate improves not just their ability to fall asleep, but also the depth and continuity of their sleep, waking up less frequently during the night and feeling more refreshed in the morning. Magnesium bisglycinate, on the other hand, is a chelated form where magnesium is bound to the amino acid glycine, which itself promotes sleep by lowering core body temperature and reducing sympathetic arousal. This form is also easier on the stomach than some other types of magnesium, like oxide or citrate, making it more tolerable for people with sensitive digestion. Physiologically, magnesium also assists with muscle relaxation by regulating calcium influx into muscle cells. Too much calcium can cause excessive contraction cramps, tension, restless legs that can make sleep feel elusive. By balancing calcium's effects, magnesium enables muscles to relax fully, which is a subtle but powerful cue for the body to switch into a restful state. On top of that, magnesium plays a role in melatonin production. Melatonin is the hormone that signals nighttime to your body and brain. Insufficient magnesium can blunt this nightly melatonin surge, making it harder for your biological clock to recognize bedtime. When thinking about dosage, most people do well with between 100 and 200 milligrams of magnesium in one of its more bioavailable forms about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This is enough to support your body without making you feel groggy. It's also helpful to incorporate magnesium into an evening ritual, a cup of chamomile tea, a warm bath, or a few pages of reading. Magnesium works best as part of a larger behavioral shift toward relaxation. Finally, because magnesium is so fundamentally supportive of nervous system health, it rarely feels like a sedative. Instead, most people describe a gentle easing of tension, an increased sense of calm, and a smoother transition into sleep. Given its strong safety profile and broad benefits, magnesium is a smart first choice for anyone looking to improve their sleep quality naturally. Let me know if you'd also like help writing a script for a video social post. or article based on this. L-theanine is one of those compounds that many people first encounter without realizing it. Found naturally in green and black tea, it's the amino acid responsible for that smooth, alert calm you often feel after drinking a warm cup of tea, an experience very different from the jitteriness associated with coffee. What makes L-theanine special is its unique impact on brain activity, especially as you prepare for sleep. Researchers have found that L-theanine promotes the generation of alpha brain waves, which are associated with states of relaxed focus, meditation, and wakeful relaxation. These alpha waves often occur as you transition from busy daytime thoughts into a more restful, contemplative state. That's exactly what most of us need at bedtime, especially in a world that rewards busyness and often overstimulates our minds. When you take L-theanine before bed, usually in doses around 100 to 200 milligrams, it doesn't act as a sedative. Instead, it gently quiets the background noise of stress and anxiety. Unlike other substances that knock you out, L-theanine enables your body and mind to enter a restful state more readily. Think of it as dialing down the volume on mental chatter rather than forcing you into unconsciousness. That makes it particularly useful for people who struggle with that wired but tired sensation, physically exhausted but too tense or preoccupied to drift off easily. Neurochemically, L-theanine appears to modulate levels of key neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and GABA. It has also been shown to reduce the release of excitatory neurotransmitters like glutamate. This balancing effect can improve mood and help buffer the impact of stress on the nervous system, allowing you to feel more even, keeled, and emotionally settled. Importantly, the calming effects of L-theanine can often be experienced without drowsiness during the day, as well making it a very flexible tool that supports relaxation on demand. When combined strategically with other sleep-supporting compounds like magnesium or apigenin, the benefits of L-theanine can be even more pronounced. Many people report deeper, less interrupted sleep when they take these supplements together. This synergy is partly because each compound supports a different physiological process that promotes sleep. Magnesium, for instance, enhances muscle relaxation and GABA signaling, while apigenin supports your brain's natural inhibitory pathways. L-theanine then steps in to smooth the transition into this state, enhancing the whole process. Safety-wise, L-theanine has a strong profile even at fairly high doses, and it's well tolerated by most people. Unlike many sedatives, it doesn't leave people feeling hungover or groggy the next morning. Instead, people often wake up feeling like they had a more restorative sleep. That gentle shift in sleep architecture can add up over time to significant improvements in energy, mood, and resilience during the day. Overall, L-theanine is one of the most elegant, low-risk tools you can use to enhance sleep quality. Its ability to encourage a calm, clear, and collected mind, especially in the hours before bedtime, can make the process of falling asleep feel more natural and less forced. Let me know if you'd also like me to craft a short version for social media, a podcast clip, or a blog post summary. Apigenin is a natural compound that most of us have consumed without even realizing it. It's found in a variety of fruits, vegetables, and especially in chamomile tea. But when it comes to supporting sleep, apigenin deserves special attention. What makes apigenin so intriguing is its subtle yet powerful action on the brain's inhibitory systems, helping ease the transition into restful sleep without creating the kind of sedation you'd get from a prescription sleep aid. This gentleness is one of its greatest strengths. Many people struggle to switch off their minds at night, especially after long, stressful days. Apigenin can help smooth that process by reducing anxiety and calming overactive thought patterns that often interfere with sleep. Mechanistically, Apigenin binds to specific benzodiazepine receptors, the same sites targeted by many anxiety-reducing medications. But instead of forcefully suppressing brain activity, apigenin supports your brain's natural inhibitory processes. This encourages a state of relaxation that feels more like a deep sigh of relief than a tranquilizer-induced stupor. Research suggests that apigenin can enhance GABA activity, the brain's primary calming signal. Increased GBergic tone has been linked to quicker sleep onset and more stable sleep architecture, which means you spend more time in those deeply restorative stages of sleep that support memory consolidation, immune regulation, and mood resilience. In practice, most people use apigenin as part of an evening wind-down routine. Common doses range around 50 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Many people report that it deepens sleep and reduces nighttime awakenings, especially when paired with other supplements like magnesium or L-theanine. Unlike melatonin, apigenin doesn't shift your circadian clock or risk interfering with your body's own hormone production. Instead, it simply supports the natural biological processes that help you feel sleepy at the right time. One of the reasons apigenin is so compelling is its safety profile. Since it's a bioactive compound found in a common dietary source like chamomile, most people tolerate it very well. It's non-habit forming and doesn't produce morning grogginess. You're leveraging a substance that humans have consumed for centuries as part of herbal remedies and traditional medicine, which adds a level of reassurance for anyone who's cautious about relying too much on pharmaceutical solutions. That being said, apigenin is most effective when used as part of a larger sleep-promoting strategy. Creating a restful environment, dimming the lights, stepping away from blue screens, and engaging in calming activities like reading or breath work sets the stage for apigenin to do its job. Without these behavioral components, any supplement can feel less effective. This is especially true for apigenin because its strength lies in encouraging your body and brain to embrace relaxation, not forcing them into unconsciousness. Some people also appreciate apigenin's additional health benefits. Beyond its effects on sleep, apigenin is a flavonoid with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It has been studied for its potential to reduce oxidative stress in the brain and support long-term cognitive health, a nice bonus for a compound you might already be using as part of your nightly ritual. Altogether, apigenin is a gentle, natural option that complements most bedtime routines. Its ability to ease stress and enhance GBergic signaling supports a smooth, stable transition into sleep, making it a valuable part of any evidence-based plan to improve sleep quality. Let me know if you'd also like help creating a summary version or a short video script for social media. Glycine is one of the most underappreciated amino acids when it comes to supporting better sleep. It's a simple, naturally occurring compound that plays surprisingly complex roles throughout the body, from muscle synthesis to brain signaling. But its most intriguing action at bedtime is how it lowers core body temperature, which is one of the most powerful physiological cues your body uses to transition into deep, restful sleep. Our bodies naturally drop by a few degrees as we approach sleep onset. Glycine enhances that process, allowing you to drift off faster and enjoy more time in slow wave sleep, the most restorative stage of the sleep cycle. One of the most interesting things about glycine is that it acts as a coagonist at NMDA receptors in the brain and spine, which means it supports calming neural pathways while also helping fine-tune excitatory transmission. Practically speaking, this can translate to a smoother shift into sleep and less likelihood of nighttime awakenings. Glycine is also involved in the synthesis of serotonin, a precursor to melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. That means glycine not only improves sleep architecture, the structure and timing of different sleep stages, but also supports the body's internal clock, ensuring your sleep is properly timed and refreshing. When taken as a supplement, doses of around 3 grams before bed have been shown to improve sleep quality without causing morning drowsiness. People often describe waking up feeling more clear, headed, and energetic, even after a shorter amount of sleep than usual. This is partly because glycine enhances slow, wave sleep, the deep sleep that is most closely linked to physical recovery, hormone regulation, and long-term brain health. The fact that you spend more time in these stages can make every hour of sleep feel more restorative. Glycine is also very well tolerated. Unlike melatonin or many sedatives, glycine doesn't manipulate hormone levels or leave you feeling groggy. Instead, it gently supports the body's own rhythms. That gentleness is why many people appreciate it as a cornerstone of their bedtime routine, especially those who are looking to improve their sleep without worrying about tolerance, dependency, or side effects. Given its safety profile, glycine can also be combined with other supplements like magnesium or L-theanine, aimed to create a synergy that promotes relaxation and smooth sleep onset. There's another subtle benefit to glycine that often goes overlooked: its impact on next-day cognitive performance. Poor sleep impairs working memory, focus, and mood. By improving the depth and efficiency of sleep, glycine can help enhance executive functioning the following day, something most of us notice after a few nights of using it consistently. This kind of brain support is especially valuable for people who face demanding schedules or need sharp attention for work and daily responsibilities. Overall, glycine is one of those rare tools that strikes a balance between effectiveness and safety. Its gentle temperature-lowering effect, its role in fine-tuning inhibitory signaling, and its capacity to enhance deep, restorative sleep all make it a powerful, natural sleep enhancer. For people looking for a research-backed, straightforward addition to their bedtime ritual, especially one that complements other healthy habits like a dark, cool sleep environment, glycine is a very smart choice. Let me know if you'd also like me to craft a version of this as a short video script, a blog post, or bullet points for a slide deck. Melatonin is one of the most well-known supplements for sleep, and for good reason. It's a hormone that your body naturally produces every evening as light fades, signaling to your brain that it's nighttime and time to prepare for sleep. What's often overlooked is just how small and precisely timed this signal is. Endogenously, the body releases tiny amounts of melatonin measured in micrograms to help anchor your circadian rhythm, which is your body's 24-hour biological clock. When that rhythm is properly aligned with the light, dark cycle of the day, melatonin promotes a smooth transition into sleep and supports a healthy, stable sleep architecture throughout the night. Where people often go wrong with melatonin is dosage and timing. Many over-the-counter supplements offer doses as high as 3, 5, or even 10 milligrams. That's far more than the natural levels circulating in the brain and bloodstream. Excessive doses can lead to next morning grogginess, strange dreams, or a blunted response to your body's own melatonin in production over time. The most effective doses tend to be in the range of 0.3 to 1 milligram, which is much closer to what the pineal gland releases endogenously. Taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed, ideally as part of a calming pre-sleep ritual, this small dose is often enough to encourage drowsiness without pushing your system into a pharmacological state. It's more like gently turning up the volume on your internal nighttime signal rather than knocking you out. Melatonin is especially helpful when you need to shift your sleep schedule, for example, if you're dealing with jet lag or transitioning between different work shifts. By taking a small dose at the right local bedtime, you can help re-entrain your biological clock and ease the unpleasant effects of crossing time zones. Even in regular circumstances, melatonin can help people who struggle to initiate sleep because their natural rhythm is delayed, a common issue for teenagers and people who tend to stay up late into the night. Its safety profile is extremely good, even over long periods of use at low doses, making it a sustainable option for occasional or short-term support. That said, melatonin is not a sedative. It won't necessarily deepen sleep once you're already asleep. That's more the domain of compounds like glycine, apigenin, or magnesium, but it can help you feel sleepy at the appropriate time and align your biological clock with your bedtime goals. Many people also appreciate that melatonin is non-habit forming. You can use it as needed without worrying about dependency, and when you stop, your body resumes its own melatonin in production naturally. If you do choose to use melatonin, pairing it with light hygiene habits can amplify its effects. Avoid bright lights and screens in the hour before bed, dim overhead lights, and allow your body temperature to drop as part of your evening routine. When these behaviors are synchronized with a small, well-timed melatonin dose, you can reset your sleep rhythm, reduce the time it takes to fall asleep, and improve your overall sleep consistency. Altogether, melatonin is a powerful circadian signaler rather than a sleeping pill, a distinction that matters for setting realistic expectations and achieving sustainable improvements in your sleep habits. Let me know if you'd also like this adapted into shorter social media posts, bullet points, or a podcast-style discussion.